Now it's time for your news break.
Good day, I'm Jack Miles with Derek Brizendine, bringing you an expanded version of the Daily Star Journal's Newsbreak. Today's news. A Republican candidate for Lieutenant Governor, Bev Randles, answers questions related to the contest during a visit to Warrensburg. Randles says she is no fan of tax credits.
In Missouri, we seem to, dole them out like candy. I want businesses to succeed, but they don't need tax breaks in order to do it.
Randles says she wants voters to get to know her.
I grew up on a farm down in Sykeston, Missouri. I'm the seventh of 12 children. My parents didn't have an education, but they told all of us that we could do anything we wanted to do and be anything we wanted to be. I took that message to heart.
The readers have voted, and the votes have been tallied. See Saturday's Daily Star Journal for our Best of the Burg winner results.
One of Johnson County's favorite sons, Howard Chappell, turns 90 and receives a Missouri Senate proclamation from Senator David Pierce. Chappell also served twice as mayor. After the proclamation is read, friends applaud. Chappell receives a cake. The University of Central Missouri's President's Lawn concert draws dozens of people. The evening starts with free ice cream and cookies. There are also games to play.
I helped you twice!
The main event is the performance of the Warrensburg Community Band, directed by Russ Coleman. A UCM coach, Curtis Brondike, gets his shot at Olympic glory. He participates in the decathlon at the trials. Boat racing at Nassau Aquatic Center draws a dozen boats, all made from cardboard. Haley Reed 9 talks about her duct-taped duck boat.
It's mostly about a duck, but it's kind of about the ocean because this side it has duct-tape whales and on this side it has duct-tape ducks.
Racers compete in 3 age groups with fans shouting poolside encouragement. Careful. In the youngest division, victory goes to the boys in the USS Shark, Achilles and Alaric Buchholzer. In the middle division, the bat boat, commanded by Thomas Padalon, saves the day. Padalon paddles to the far end of the pool using only his hands. He then turns and hand paddles his way back to the finish line. Before the race, in the top age division, Hope Padalon, 16, talks about visiting Warrensburg and finding out about the race in the Parks and Recreation catalog.
I'm visiting my grandma and my uncle, and we happened to find this in a catalog and thought it'd be fun.
What follows is being described as the greatest come-from-behind cardboard boat victory in the 2-year history of the Nassau Aquatic Center. During the race, Cade McNeely, 13, jumps out to a lead of half a pool length while Hope Padalon flounders in the Nemo and tips over. McNeely's boat then develops problems. At the same time, Hope Padalon rights the Nemo and hand paddles her way to victory. At the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia, Delegate Billy Moffitt went in supporting Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, but says he came out ready to support the party's nominee, Hillary Clinton. For the U.S. Senate, Jason Kander is looking beyond the primary to facing Senator Roy Blunt in the November election. Kander starts his Warrensburg visit by shaking hands. Retired circuit judge Steve Engel introduced Kander. Kander says Congress takes too much time off with too many important issues with which to deal.
7 weeks. How many of you have had a 7-week break in your life that came after not getting your work done?
The vacation comes with work to do, he says.
I'll give you just a few examples. The Zika virus is just a few weeks away from reaching Missouri.
The Senate also vacations while the ISIS threat continues.
Congress, the Senate in particular, has not even seriously debated updating the authorization for use of military force against ISIS, right?
Kander says women deserve equal pay, a point that drew applause.
And we need folks who understand that it is wrong when women are paid less than men for doing the exact same job.
Afterward, Candor answers questions. About medical expansion, he says,
What's incredible to me about Senator Blunt's position opposing Medicaid expansion is that his position is in favor of Missouri tax dollars being spent in other states. That's really what that is. Missourians are paying these federal taxes, and then that money is being spent to provide health insurance to working folks in Iowa and Indiana rather than working folks in Missouri. My position is really simple. Missourians, when they pay taxes, should have as many of those tax dollars spent in Missouri as possible.
a veteran, Candor addresses military strength.
It's always fascinating to me when people say that the military has gone soft. I believe Donald Trump has said that the military is a disaster. Senator Blunt has at no point stuck up for the military. Now, both of them have in common that they weren't in the military. And those of us who were understand that the United States military is not a disaster. It's one of the things that Americans are most proud of.
Find more news and feature stories in Saturday's Daily Star Journal. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, baby!